Hello, lovely Libra. It's Maxine Taylor with your October 2019 forecast. And let's take a look at this now. Uh, I just love what I've got to share with you. Here we go. Well, let's start with Mars, the red planet. Wherever Mars is, that's what comes first to us. That's what we fight with and fight for. It's been in your 12th house of behind the scenes activities and preparation. And on the 4th of October, it moves into your first house. And your mantra is going to be out of my way or the highway. I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want. Great. It's your turn. Do it. Now, the sun is in your first house too. The sun is the giver of life. When the sun, the center of our solar system, is in your first house, you are the center of your life. And so this gives you the opportunity to continue, even more so, to do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. Now, on the 23rd, it moves into your second house of money and brings life to the area of money. Don't you just love that? In the meantime, Mercury, the blue planet, what we think about and talk about, has been in your first house. So you've been thinking about yourself and talking about yourself, and this is awesome. Share your ideas. Absolutely. You're thinking about you. It's your turn. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, has also been in your first house. So I hope that you have been loving you, beautifying you. And on the 3rd, Mercury moves into your second house. Mercury is what we think about and talk about, as I mentioned. When you put your attention on something, it grows. So what you're thinking about and talking about is going to grow. Your finances will grow. Venus, what we love, moves into the second house. Venus is also money. Second house is money. It moves in on the 8th. And Venus is one of the natural rulers, it's the natural ruler, of the second house. Whenever I talk about natural rulers, I'm talking about any of the planets in the houses they rule in the natural zodiac. They're stronger. So what we've got here is the sun and Mercury and Venus all in your second house of money and gifts, creating more of same for you. Now, we have a full moon on October 13th. It's in your 7th house of partnership. Well, that is your natural house in the natural zodiac. On the full moon, things come to a head. And so your relationships come to a head. Is there somebody special in your life? This is the time to focus on them. If there's nobody special in your life, this is the time to get out there and find them. Because the full moon in your 7th balances the energy of Mars in your first and the sun in your first. So there you have balance, which is what you love. Now, the full moon brings it to a head. Then the moon wanes, and we find the energy getting a little bit slower until 2 days before the new moon. We're in the dark of the moon. Don't start anything new on that time. You don't have the energy. People don't have the energy at that point. But the new moon is October 27th. And so what I'm going to suggest that you do is focus on your money and on all second house matters, which deals with money and possessions, after the 27th. And that's when money starts growing. I love it. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, correspondence, and transportation, goes retrograde October 31st till November 21st. But we're going to be in the shadow of the retrograde from October 11th till December 8th. That means that while officially Mercury is retrograde and things are all unsettled during the time that Mercury is retrograde, we don't want to start new projects during that time. Instead, we want to tie up the loose ends of unfinished business. If you have to start a project and it's in the shadow of the retrograde, it will not be as strong as the official retrograde time. So just be real careful, double check everything, make sure your head is on straight. My suggestion would be, if you can possibly wait until after December 8th to start your new project, you will avoid all those little uh, loose ends that we deal with during the shadow of the retrograde. So that's the way October looks. Don't you love it? So till we meet again next month, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours.